The moment when I first wake up in the morning is the most wonderful part of my day. I give these quiet hours to myself to research. The rest of the day is filled with constant stimulation, catching up with emails, listening to the news, responding to social media. But it is the silent hours of the morning that I choose to take my time out. I begin my day asking myself 3 questions. How can I do the best today? Do I have action steps for today? And am I keeping myself focused on the most beautiful elements of life? Friends, no matter what is happening to the world outside, I always do this exercise, and I attribute this habit to my high school English teacher, who encouraged me to go deeper into the quest of life. The high school in my hometown in India was one of the oldest established by British. My English teacher had a profound influence on me. He used to regale us with the childhood stories of Abraham Lincoln, Isaac Newton, Mahatma Gandhi, as well as the tales from Iliad and Odyssey, Mahabharata and Ramayana. He had a magic in his voice, and we are often held spellbound. After each lesson, he always asked thoughtful and challenging questions. One day he was telling us the story of Arjuna, the warrior king. Friends, let's travel back in time to the period of kings, warriors, princes. One day, Arjuna, his brothers and cousins were asked by their teacher to prepare for a test. They gathered by a woodland with their bows and arrows. Across a stream, their teacher set up a wooden bird in a tree. The winner of the competition would be the one who could hit the eye of the bird. But before allowing them to set their arrows loose, their teacher asked each of them a question. What do you see there? Arjuna's eldest brother was the first to come, and he answered, I see the bird, the leaves, the branches, and the tree. And all of them who followed him answered similarly, the bird, the branches, the leaves, and the tree. All of them were disqualified. They were not allowed to take the shot. Then came Arjuna, and his answer was, I only see the eye of the bird. It was the winning answer. He took the shot. The arrow sprang from the bow straight into the eye of the bird, and it fell with a loud thud. As the story ended, my teacher asked, can anyone tell me why Arjuna was allowed to take the shot over the others? I raised my hand because only Arjuna had the focus, attention, and concentration. My teacher patted me on my back. Now you can see, you can achieve any goal that you set if you possess those qualities. Many years later, when I was a senior, completing my computer science and engineering, I came to see him during a break. He was at his desk and smiled warmly when he saw me. He inquired about my career plans, what I wanted to do next. I began to tell him about Bill Gates, how he upended the world by bringing computers to every household, and how I wanted to be an important part of the computer revolution. Then I declared, my goal is I want to be the best. My teacher was unimpressed, although he was always encouraging and supportive, but he was also a direct and no-nonsense man. At that moment, and when I stopped ranting, he leaned forward, looked straight into my eyes, and asked, "Do you know what the best is?" I was speechless. I had no answer. At that moment, the electricity suddenly flickered and went out, leaving the room in total darkness. My teacher found a candle, lit it off with a match. Pointing to the candle, he said, "You just need a spark to light up the candle. But to be exceptional, you have to do it again and again, again and again, again and again." It was truly a light bulb moment to me. Till then, best was just a dream. But my teacher made me realize that I needed to be serious and study hard every day to be the best. Decades later, I settled in United States when I got the marvelous news I had been waiting for. I was shortlisted by Microsoft. I was specially flown in to Redmond, Microsoft headquarters, for the final round. I was excited. When I arrived, I was greeted by a senior manager who ushered me in to the reception room. There were 4 other candidates. All of them were nicely dressed with suit and tie. As I entered into a conversation with them, I found 2 of them were PhD holders and the rest were masters from top-ranked university. I, a mere graduate, was at the bottom of the ladder. Then someone said there was only one position. I was getting nervous. There was no chance for me. But then I remembered the story of Arjuna and asked myself, how did Arjuna win the contest? Arjuna won because he had the focus, attention, and concentration. I realized instead of worrying about the others, I just needed to focus on the task ahead. Then I entered the interview. I was making satisfactory progress when the interview chair asked me the question, "We only hire the best. Why Microsoft should hire you over the other candidates?" I was startled by the intensity of the question. As the question was asked, I was transported back to my teacher's classroom, the moment when the electricity flickered. I regained my composure and I knew what to say. I asked, "Can I use a prop?" The panel chair, pointing to the projector, said, "Yes, you are welcome to use it." I went around the desk to the back of the projector, turned the light off. The whiteboard screen turned black. Then I turned it on. It became bright again. I strive to be the best, but like flipping the light choice, I take this decision every day. I do this exercise every day. It's time, every time, all the time. The interview panel liked my answer, and I was hired by Microsoft. Every day, I ask myself 3 questions. How can I do the best today? Do I have action steps for today? And am I keeping myself focused on the most beautiful elements of life? Friends, whether you choose to take your time out in the quiet of the morning or at night when you hit the sack, ask yourself these 3 questions. They help me immeasurably, and I am sure they are going to bring unfathomable vibrancy to your life. Thank you.